Yeah. Yo, what time the plane leaving? Right. See you at the airport. Hey. I'm leaving on the next plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you know I'll never go. Even though you know I will, I'm a traveling man, moving through places, space and time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another vlog. I'm traveling Gunn. Another 4-day trip here. This is day 2 of 4. I didn't record on day 1. I had a rough day, a real rough day for the day before. Right now I'm here in Birmingham. I have 4 legs today. I had a 5 a.m. van this morning, and I went from, where was I? I was in Canton last night, Canton, Ohio. Went from Canton to Atlanta to Gulfport back to Atlanta, and Atlanta to Birmingham. So now I'm in Birmingham, which I'm here. But I'm gonna try to get up out these clothes, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to explain to you about my day yesterday. Kind of pretty funny, a little bit maybe. I don't know for sure. I just couldn't, I don't know, for whatever reason, the night before my trip started, I couldn't sleep. And I think it had something to do with me taking on too long of a nap. But I'm thinking about going to the art museum here, since I'm here early. It's like 1 in the afternoon, going on 2 o'clock. But it's raining cats and dogs, and the hotel doesn't have an umbrella for me to, to use. And I didn't bring an umbrella because I'm not packing all that stuff. So, but I'll get back to you in a moment. Let me get out of these clothes and put on some going out clothes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another day, I guess. So I did go to the Birmingham Museum of Art today, and so when I was going to take you all with me, and I tried to vlog, and when I was taking out my stuff, and the security was like, "Oh no, you can't do that." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "You can't have all that equipment out around the paintings and things." So I wasn't gonna argue with him, whatever, okay, cool. So instead of me, because I've lived here, so I've been to the art museum several times. So what I did was, instead of just taking you all around the whole art museum, I just went to the exhibit that they had up at the time, which is the blackout silhouette from it's called From Here to Now. And basically what it's about, I'm reading from the website of what it is, and I'm just going to take you through it because I did get some shots of that. But it's before the invention of photography in 1839, silhouettes were inexpensive, quickly made, and in multiples were all rage. Americans everywhere hung them in their parlors and pasted them into scrapbooks. Today, these profile portraits are no less common in our visual culture, in print and digital media, from magazine covers to advertisements. So, given such staying power, blackout silhouettes then and now illuminates this previously overlooked art form, not only in terms of the past, but in terms of the present. The work of the art in the galleries surprisingly details of early America and the complexities of our modern age. The historical silhouettes form the antebellum period to tell us about the diversity of the people living in the young republic, women activists, enslaved and free people of color, same-sex couples, and people with physical disabilities, cooks, activists, stand-alongs, politicians, teachers, doctors. Turning to the present, contemporary artists Camille Utterbeck, Carl Walker, and Kumi Yamashita. I know I murdered that. Take the historical concept of silhouettes in a new direction. Their works tell us that by silhouetting our profiles, we can see perhaps more than we ever saw before about race, gender, loneliness, playfulness, and even our digital selves. So what I did was I just went around and basically got some shots of that. Also, they had this really cool, I guess, interactive part where you can just take your hand and you can see it moving. And of course I had to put my whole walk my whole body through just to test it out, just to see what it would do. I would have taken you all to the 16th Street Baptist Church, where the 4 little girls died because someone bombed the church during Sunday service. But it was raining and it's outside, and it's like a 15-minute walk from the hotel that I'm staying in. But you know, the reason, you know, I would have taken you all there is because the thing is that those 4 little girls died, and something, the Civil Rights Act got signed into Congress that following year or the same year. I'm not for sure which one it is, but it put a negative stigma on Birmingham for a long time that they tried to shake for so long, and it used to be called Birmingham. So you know, I didn't mean to take a dark turn, but in this industry of a flight attendant, the reason why we have certain safety protocols in place is because somebody died in order for that to actually happen. Prime example, before 9/11, the flight deck door stayed open. You can always go in and get in and out. And the reason why the flight deck door is always locked and they can't open it no matter what is because of 9/11. It's just, you know, it's just one of those things that maybe I don't understand it, but how can you hate someone who's never done anything to you? You don't know them, just based off their color, or even not even just that. How can you hate somebody even in today's society? People hate other people for just being successful. Like, how can you hate somebody for that? And maybe it's not meant for me to understand. Maybe I will never understand it, but I could never hate anybody that has never done anything to me. Not just because of how they look, what they say, how they talk, but that's just, you know, that's just me. But here in Birmingham, there are a lot of things here. There's a large construction company that does construction all over the United States. I can't think of the name right now. Birmingham used to be one of the major for steel and iron. They had plants and everything. The Honda plant is not Honda, but the Mercedes plant is not too far from here, down the road in Tuscaloosa. The University of Alabama, Birmingham, the school that I went to, is here. It's a very, very big research center, and the school is known for medicine. So if you want to get into the medicine field, UAB is a good school to go to. Plenty of hospitals. You know, finally this city is starting to turn around because they have a younger mayor in office that has a more progressive mind than previous. But yeah, I'm gonna get off that. You know, I'm not trying to get too political. I'm just saying something about Birmingham because like I said, I used to live here. But my day yesterday, so I didn't get, like I said earlier, I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before. Like I said, I think I slept too long during the day. So, you know, basically I was running off of 1 or 2 hours of sleep yesterday. So on my deadhead to Akron, I end up falling asleep on my deadhead like I always do. I'm asleep before the main cabin doors close. So as we're flying in, you know, I had a dream where I'm trying to buy something from somebody, and every time I go across the counter, this like heat beam is hitting me on the head, and so it kept hitting me on the head until it got unbearable to where I woke up out of my sleep, like I jumped out, and my head literally was burning because I left the window shade up, and my head was leaning up against the window, and the sun was basically beaming on my head. My flying partner FO ended up changing hotels in the middle of the night because he said that there was a rat that came, a mouse that went across his room. The FO don't even know why he changed room. He can't even tell me why he changed his room. He don't even remember why. But tomorrow is a short day for me. I end up in Des Moines. I have a 3-hour sit in Detroit. I go from Birmingham to Detroit, and then Detroit to Des Moines, and I'm pretty much done for the day, you know. So, but you know, I'm super excited because it just seemed like almost every day I'm getting new subscribers, and I want to say thank you all for supporting whoever, you know, and people that have been supporting me, and also to my new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I'm very, 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 very humble person, and I do appreciate you all. for everything that you know, with the support and watching my videos and the messages that I'm getting, and you know, running into people. I really do appreciate all that stuff. I really do. But like I say, if you ever do get a chance to lay over here in Birmingham, make sure you get to go to the Museum of Art. It's free. You can give a donation, but it's free. The Civil Rights Museum is also free. Is here. 16th Street Baptist Church. You can always go. You can go inside the church per se during normal hours. I can't remember the hours, but there's no charge for that. So also there's the McWayne Center is here as well, which is kind of like a I don't know, like in Atlanta it's called Fern Bank. So I don't know if you have something where, you know, looks scientific stuff where you can kind of interact. It's more so for kids, but adults can do it as well. And that's just if you have a layover here, or if you're coming here, you know, stop by the art museum. They have different exhibits throughout the year. The Civil Rights Museum, the McWayne Center, 16th Street Baptist Church. It's all free, with the exception of the McWayne Center. But it's all free. It's no charge. It asks for, you know, when you're walking out, to have a box for donation if you want to give a donation. But I'm finna go to bed. I have to get up at 4 in the morning. And so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. It's another early report tonight. Today is 5:30, almost 5:30 Central Time. Please, I'm telling y'all, don't live like me. I ended up falling asleep last night and forgot to set an alarm again. Woke up at exactly 4:30 and rushing to basically get ready to make it down to my van at 5 o'clock. So, yeah, please don't live like me. On edge, I guess that's what you could say, because I don't even remember falling asleep. I just remember laying in the bed, and next thing I know, waking up at 4:30. So, but I have a 3-hour sit in Detroit today, so I'm going from Birmingham to Detroit to Des Moines, Iowa. Hopefully there's no delays or anything like that. So I guess I'll see you guys when I get to Des Moines or in Detroit. I have to find the crew room. I don't know where it is, so I'm gonna try to ask someone to find the crew room for me. So I guess I'll see you guys in Des Moines or Detroit, whichever one. What's up, everybody? So I made it to my room here in Des Moines, Iowa. Today we had a passenger. He was kind of sick, I guess. He said that he was sick before getting on a plane, but also we had a little bit of turbulence, so that made him sick as well. So he kind of had a little bit of motion sickness. So he was in the back throwing up and everything like that. So we had to pretty much watch him. So tell you about Des Moines. What is in Des Moines? Well, DuPont has headquarters is here, if you know about DuPont. Also, Facebook, Microsoft, and Hewlett Packard have processing centers out here as well. The University of Iowa is not too far from here. You'll fly into here to get to the University of Iowa, because Ames is pretty much 30 minutes away, north of Des Moines. Another funny thing, my flying partner, so he's been here for about a year. So he was telling me a story about Newark flight attendants getting fired because they were being put on home reserve, and they're thinking home reserve meaning at home where they live. Like he said, for instance, somebody got a missed trip because she lives in Tampa, and she said crew scheduling called her and gave her a trip, and you have a 2-hour call. She was like, well, I can't make that. And they was like, well, why not? I said, because I'm at home in Tampa. And I was like, you can't be serious. They can't really think that home reserve really means in Tampa and not in base. Again, I don't know. But one thing I can say is that our training, we do need more training in our training on red, like just the administrative stuff that goes on, as far as they tell you how you pay, but they don't really go into details of how it breaks down or anything like that. Just the day-to-day administrative stuff that they don't really teach you in training, that most of the stuff like how to bid, and we don't really spend too much time on how to bid. Really didn't even do too much time on how to do service. It was just more so kind of on the job type thing. So I do get that you know, in most jobs, when they train you, you don't get the full 100% of what you need in actual classroom training. You get it once you get out on the floor, for line, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so apparently a few people that were hired thought home reserve meant home, wherever their home is, if it's not Atlanta or New York or whatever. They thought that's what that meant by home reserve, and that they had a 2-hour call out to get on a plane. I don't know. Never mind. Don't worry about that though. Yeah, today I worked out. I'm keeping up with that was my New Year's resolution for 2019, was to work out on every layover that I had. And I would like to, I'm glad to say that I did. I would say 90%. I was 90% that I did do that. There was maybe about 3 trips. One, I was actually sick, so I can't count them. But one, I was actually sick, so I didn't do any workout because I was just like sick, and I was just like, man, you know what? It's bad enough that my ears don't pop because I'm sick on this plane, so I didn't work out then. But then there was other trips where it was really late, and I was just like, I don't feel like working out. So I would say I'm about at 90%. I was at 90% for the year. So I actually felt like I kept up with my goal for 2019. That was my only goal of 2019, actually, was to be able to just to start working out on all my layovers. And I would like to say that I was at 90% for that. Tomorrow is go home day. It's Christmas Eve. But I have a 3:30. I have to get up at 3:30 because I have a 5 a.m. report time. Our van leaves at 4:35. So henceforth, why I'm ironing my shirt right now instead of waiting to get up in the morning, because I'm trying to get all the sleep that I can. All the sleep that I can. And that's the drawback on this, with this. Like, if you want to get off early on go home day versus late, you're going to have these early reports. And that's what you have to do. Versus there's some days where you get late reports and you do get home at a decent hour, like 5, 6 o'clock. But tomorrow I get home at about a little bit before 2. When you want to get home on those you're going to have a lot of early reports. Yeah, I'm not a morning person. I do like to stay up at night because my brain is constantly thinking of things. So I have to kind of force myself to go to sleep, especially on early reports, because I can't go to sleep too early. Like, if I go to sleep like 8, 9 o'clock, I wake up at 12 and I'm up for the rest of the night. So 10, 11 is probably the latest I can go to sleep and still be fine. I'm probably still going to be sleepy in the morning regardless, because it's 3:30 in the morning. But it's go home day. It's Christmas Eve. I know this vlog is going to drop after Christmas, so. And I have to do some last minute shopping, and it's for my brother, my niece, and nephew. So, my niece is very, very picky. Guess what? Not Uncle Thomas. You gonna get whatever I give you, and you gonna like it. I say, like, I'm like this. I ain't your daddy. I'm your uncle. No, but I love my niece. Yeah, other than that, there's nothing to my day today. Like I said, it was too late. I had 2 legs today. I went from Birmingham this morning to Detroit. I sat in Detroit and for 3 hours and came to Des Moines. And I like sitting in Detroit because out of Detroit they have a lot of the Asian flights going to Tokyo, going to Beijing, Shanghai, and Hong Kong out of there. Just seeing all the people, and I'm like, dang, that's a lot of people that's gonna fit on that plane. But I like sitting in Detroit. It's not that bad, and it's a nice airport with different things in there that you can see. And of course, every airport now has the Christmas trees up and stuff. Man, this iron is not doing jack, and I don't have any starch. But yeah, it was nice. Like I said, I just pretty much caught up on YouTube because I couldn't find a crew room, and I was just like, whatever. I just sat in the empty terminal where there was nobody, no customers or anything like that. A plane wasn't even going out, and I just sat there and watched Netflix the whole time. But I just want everybody, you know, out there, again, I know it's Christmas time. If you're not with your family, you know, I do apologize. If you can't be with your family, it'll get better. Hopefully you can make it next year, because especially with, if you're a flight attendant in this job, not a lot of times you get holidays off. You might not be able to get the holidays off, and you can't spend time with your family, and you can't go home, you can't do these things. So I understand, because like I said, I went to school in another state, in another city with no family. So I understand. So but I do want to say this: it's gonna get better. It's always gonna get better. If you think you're at the bottom now, it can only go. You can't go no further. It's gonna get better. Again, this iron is not. Look at this. This iron is not doing anything, and I don't have any starch whatsoever. Cause I'm one of those flight attendants. I'm not finna carry a whole bunch of stuff in my bag and make it heavier than what it really is. So I don't have the starch. Maybe I should ask them for some cornstarch and water. Maybe that'll help or something. I don't know. But I'm finna get ready, finish this up, get ready to go to bed. I'll talk to you guys in the morning and go from there. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Today's go home day for me, and it's Christmas Eve. Like I said, I know this video is going to drop after Christmas, so I want to say I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. You got time to spend with the ones you love, your family. If not, you know, it's okay. Hopefully you were in the Christmas spirit. I have 3 legs today on go home day, hopefully, and I'm praying that there's no delays. From Des Moines to Atlanta, Atlanta to Little Rock, back to Atlanta, and I'm done by 2 o'clock today. So I slept well. I should have probably went to sleep a little bit earlier, but I slept well for the little time that I did sleep. And you know, and also I want to say, I hope you all enjoyed my vlog. The little bit that I did show you for the museum. Also, hopefully you're bringing in the new year, doing something that you want to do. If not, you know, just try to, you know, just try to make the best of it. You know, that's how I look at it. Just try to make the best of it. 2020, I have a direction of where I want to go, the type of vlogs. I'm still doing the same vlogs, but there are other things that I want to add into that. You know, at the beginning of 2020, but you know, that'll be yet to see. Also, I do want to thank you. I hit 100 subscribers I guess last night, today, I'm not for sure when, but I'm gonna celebrate the small gains that I do get throughout, you know, this journey. And it's, you know, thank you. I just want to say thank you to the 100 subscribers, to anybody who watches my videos, who have watched my videos. Excuse me. I hope that it, you know, it helps. That was my intention for starting this. And make sure you know, like, subscribe, comment on this video if you're not already a subscriber. Comment, send me messages. I love interacting with you all. I'm gonna have one more video before the year is out, and that'll be my last video for the year. And hopefully it brings some positivity to you. You know, something that should give you something to think about. But excuse me. I love these early morning flights for the simple fact of majority of the time everyone is asleep on these flights, and service is really, 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 really easy. Unless you have a flight full of people who went to sleep at 4 o'clock the day before, which I've had that before. At a 5 o'clock flight, I went through 4 things of coffee. But thank you all again. I just want to say that I can't thank you enough for the support that I've been getting from you all. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready and go. I'll see you guys later. Second to last video of the year, bringing in another year, and that I'm glad to see. So I do want to thank you all for watching. And so until next time, y'all have a great day.
I'm a traveling man, moving through places, space and time. Got a lot of things I got to do, but God willing, I'm coming back to you.